Hello, fertile souls. Welcome to Omolayo, meaning joyous child, a channel dedicated to unlocking the secrets, celebrating the joy and wonder of creating life, and giving you your perfect blueprint to creating your very own joyous child. I am your host, Dr. Abigail, and I'm excited to introduce myself and Omolayo to you and the World Wide Web. Now, let's start with Omolayo. Who or what is Omolayo, and what is this channel all about? Omolayo actually is a name that emerges from the western part of Africa by way of the Yoruba people of Nigeria. The meaning of Omolayo is joyous child. Omo is child, Ayo is joy. Omolayo means this child is joy, this child brings joy, the joy of childbirth, the joy of children. Omalayo actually has some really deeply personal aspects to it too. I will be sharing that in another video. I've actually asked my mother to join me for that live stream, so make sure to look out for it, where I tell the story, the personal side of Omalayo. But here right now today, I'm going to introduce Omalayo, the side that perhaps you care more about, the business side, the baby making side. I have a wonderful blueprint that I'm going to be talking about on this channel. Every year across the globe, we've got increasing numbers of couples who are typically having trouble getting or staying pregnant, whether it's a known medical issue like PCOS or endometriosis, like low sperm counts and ovulatory cycles, poor sperm morphology, poor or low sperm motility, all these kinds of things. If you're tuned into this channel, you're probably fall into one of these categories. Or perhaps you're planning to get pregnant and want to be as well prepared as possible. Kudos to you. Whichever the case, you are not alone. You are facing an amazing frontier. And the Omolayo Baby Making Program, it's a 3-month program designed to help any couple get pregnant as naturally as they possibly can. And you're in the right place for that. So who am I? I am Dr. Abigail. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I am a midwife, trained home birth midwife and birth center midwife, more than hospital. I have a God-given mission to help couples conceive as naturally as possible. Again, I'll share more of this on that next live stream about my personal upbringing, my personal passion, this mission, and how it's shown up in my life. But just suffice it to say that I've been doing this for a very long time. My mom would say that it's been my calling since before I was even conceived myself. What I really want you to know is that on this channel, I will be challenging you, a personal challenge to you. Before you make the huge investment, financially or otherwise, in IVF or other artificial reproductive technologies, my challenge to you is to invest 3 months in this Omolayo baby making blueprint that I'm offering to you. Whether you're under 32 or over 42, like me, we're going to work together to achieve your beautiful conception. My approach is a complementary one, utilizing both Eastern and Western modalities, and this channel will outline what I practice in my personalized consultations with couples in my office. I'll share it in a way that couples all around the world can benefit from in the same careful, individualized attention and personally tailored action plans that I offer clients. You can benefit from that too. My approach to preconception is quite innovative and time tested, and it pulls together the best of world medicines into one comprehensive program that you can follow on your own or with your doctor, midwife, or other healthcare practitioner. So that's a little bit about Omolayo. That's a little bit about me, Dr. Abigail. Why now? Now, the interesting thing about me going live today and splashing myself in these social media streets is that I'm a person who prefers to be behind the scenes, actually. But it is time for me to get into these social media streets. Lately, the last few years, I've had a lot of revelations about my voice, the power of it, the need for it, the past muting of it, both external muting, like silencing, and internal, that imposter syndrome thing. I'm Why now? I'm also tired of just seeing and hearing things all around about people trying to get pregnant when I know these things, these strategies. I've had successes with clients. I have this deep knowing about fertility, this deep calling. And I know I have the power and the gift to help in greater ways than I could ever imagine myself. Why now? Why me? I'm in the same boat, actually, as a, what did I call it? F cubed, F3, fertile, fine 40, fine 40, fertile 40. I'm in the same boat. I'm speaking to me too, not just you. I'm my own ideal audience. Infertility medicine today is mostly about aggressive surgical, pharmacological, technological interventions. It's high stakes, it's high pressure. And that's actually counterproductive to fertility, to preconception. Sure, these methods and technologies work, but I believe that making babies is still best as a natural process. So, on this channel, every week I'll be touching upon major areas that factor into fertility, that factor into preconception, whether you have a fertility issue or just wanting to get ready for your baby. The aim on this channel is to support a woman's body to bear a child, to conceive, to bear that child with just enough help to nurture her to do her thing. What constitutes just enough really, of course, varies from person to person, but you'll get to understand what that means for you. There can be a lot of different things that you can do, and what's always the same is the fact that minimizing harsh interventions is better for the mother, better for the baby, better for the couple. There are thousands, hundreds, thousands of families that exist thanks to intensive interventions, I should say, and aggressive medical interventions. And, here's to them. But for many women, there is a better way. There is a more natural way. The Omolayo Baby Making Blueprint is a program that's valuable for all would-be parents, 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever the case may be. Whether you're just beginning to wonder what's taking so long, whether you're just stepping into the whirlwind that is fertility medicine, or whether you're already a battle-scarred veteran. Even if you've been turned away from advanced treatments, having been told that you'll likely never be able to bear children, I want you to bear with me, stick with me a little bit. This blueprint, the Baby Making Blueprint, is designed to prepare your body for healthy, natural conception. I'm going to tell you about strategies that are best for you so that you can prime your body to do what comes naturally and identify and overcome common roadblocks that may be getting in the way. I'll share with you detailed but easy to follow instructions and show you how to implement lifestyle changes and early intervention strategies. For many couples, that might be all it takes. And after this 90-day preparation, they'll be pregnant. Some couples might need to continue with some more personalized professional help and more intensive, a deeper intensive intervention. But even for those couples, the Omolayo Baby Making Blueprint will still be a boost to you because it's going to optimally prepare your body for any further fertility treatment that you are going to take, increasing the chances of success as well as the ease with which it's achieved. If you're one of these couples, you'll enter or re-enter your technological path to conception with your body physically prepared to be the most receptive to the appropriate medical intervention or interventions, with your mind open to letting naturally, I guess I should say, to letting nature and medicine work together without any undue stress, and a step-by-step plan to pinpoint precisely and then safely, efficiently, and effectively solve any problems that's blocking your way to biological parenthood. You'll learn from some of my past client examples and stories of couples who got pregnant after pursuing one or more of a number of strategies. I'll share a few here. The benefits, what happens when you incorporate prayer, meditation, journaling, visioning strategies into your process, restoring regular cycles and ovulation to folks like cases of PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, using a very low carb or low sugar, zero sugar preferably, and the elimination of coffee and alcohol. Maybe the example of taking antibiotics to clear up a common asymptomatic infection in a man's sperm. maybe decreasing the intensity of daily workouts to limit endorphin rushes that contribute to repeated extremely early miscarriages, maybe gaining a few pounds and using herbs and vitamins and acupuncture to rebalance your hormones, maybe losing a few pounds and using herbs, vitamins, acupuncture to rebalance your hormones. Maybe it's thickening your endometrial lining with herbs or acupuncture or different strategies. Maybe it's thinning out your cervical mucus with over the counter remedies. Maybe lowering the temperature of the man's daily bath by a few degrees, taking progesterone to stop early miscarriages, having sex less often, taking steroids to block an allergic reaction to sperm, dramatically lowering the dose of fertility drugs that are used in IVF, using vitamins and things to prepare for IVF, to conceive only just to conceive naturally before your IVF appointment actually even arrives. So many other ideas and strategies, but you get where I'm going here. So this channel is really for you if you're trying to get pregnant, if you haven't caught the trend here, or if you're thinking about trying to get pregnant, you will benefit from the things that we talk about on this channel and the program that I'll be offering. If you've been having unprotected sex for 6 months and still aren't pregnant, sis, you need this. If you're a woman over 35 trying to get pregnant, or if you're trying to get pregnant with a man who's over 40, you need it too, boo boo. If you're both of these, well, I don't really have to say too much more there, huh? The Omolayo baby making program will provide you with a clear path to getting pregnant with as little medical intervention as possible for you. As you grow with me on this channel, you'll learn for sure about the spiritual dimensions of fertility and conception. You'll learn how to tell if you have a fertility problem or not and what exactly is behind it. You'll learn how to determine your fertility type and how your type should guide all of your choices about conception. You'll learn simple yet overlooked medical treatments that can restore your fertility almost immediately. You'll learn key lifestyle choices that enhance or impede fertility so you know how to make wise decisions at different phases of your life. You'll learn how to find the likeliest path to success for you and why that works. And really, why what works for you is going to be different from what works for your neighbor, your colleague, your sister, or your friend. You'll learn why many couples who use assisted reproduction could conceive much more naturally and how you could be one of them. You'll learn a whole lot of simple solutions that most doctors probably will never mention to you, whether they know it or not. So, I want to empower you with some of these things yourself. You'll learn how to understand, how to evaluate, how to prepare for the complicated problems, processes, techniques, and emotions that we tend to face when coping with the fertility issue. You'll learn the potential hazards of the infertility industry, which tends to be downplayed, unfortunately, and the alternatives that provide a better way. So essentially, you'll be learning how to combine Eastern and Western approaches in a systematic and beneficial way for you. I'm going to pause right there because I get excited when I talk about a lot of these things. I just wanted to introduce myself, this channel, and what we're going to be talking about. So thank you for joining me today. And remember that the joyous child within you awaits your nurturing touch. So stay blessed and stay fertile, and I'll see you on the next stream.